Hey everybody, it's Jordan, and this is Jordan Reviews It All. Today we're looking at Dune, which is a science fiction book written by Frank Herbert, originally written in 1965. It is considered the book that made science fiction what it is today, and I'm very excited to do this review. A very brief summary. Paul Atreides is the son of a Duke Leto, and his concubine Jessica. They move from their home planet to rule on Arrakis. Arrakis is a desolate wasteland where water is very scarce, but the spice, which is the commodity of the planet, is plentiful. Paul and his family are faced with many challenges, such as gigantic worms that eat everything in their sight, and the natives. As the years pass, Paul becomes known as Muad'Dib, never forgetting his teachings or his roots as an Atreides. Okay, so for ratings, we're going to start with language and writing style. I've given Dune a very high praise throughout the board because it's a very, very good book, and it has easily become one of my favorites. But for language and writing style, I'm giving it 4 to 5 stars. The only reason I'm giving it 4 is because it's a little hard to follow at first. The writing style that Frank Herbert uses is not what is commonly used in writing today, but this book was written in 1965. It's going to be a little bit different than modern books, but once you catch on, it's easy to follow on with once you catch on. Creativity, I'm giving 5 out of 5 stars. Despite this book being nearly 800 pages, Herbert was able to keep Arrakis feeling very real. The detail that he put in is impressive, specifically towards the culture of the natives, the Fremen, and the worms in the book. It's just a whole nother level. It's very, very good. Immersion, easily 5 stars. When you read a book and you're transported to another world, and you forget your reality, that is what every book should aim to be, and that is 100% what this book is. It was so easy for me to just block out the real world and read page after page after page, chapter after chapter. It was just so good. I felt like I was in that world. It was so good. So, how much did I enjoy the story? Easily 5 stars out of 5 stars. You would expect a book like this to be full of plot holes and stuff like that because it's so long. There's so much detail that has to be kept track of. But I couldn't. Everything seemed to just go so cohesively, and it was amazing. I don't know how long it took him to plan this book, but I can't imagine it was simple. It seems like it would almost seem like he dedicated his life to this book. It was so good. So would I read it again? 100% yes, and I plan to. This book is very, very good. I want to read it again just because I enjoyed the story so much, but also because there's so much in this book that I probably missed the first time reading. It's stuff that you'll only catch if you read it again. Just like if you watch a movie once, you don't catch everything until you watch it a second or a third time. I'm sure that's the case in this book too, and I want to find those things that I missed, and I'm very excited to. So I definitely plan on rereading this one day. So overall, I would give it overall. Those categories, it's a 4.75 stars out of 5 stars. The only reason that it didn't get 5s across the board is because of the writing style. Now, this may be more a testament to I need to expand my vocabulary more. It might just be on me, but I had to reread some paragraphs, even a couple pages entirely, to get what was going on. It didn't happen too often, but when it did, I wanted to make sure that I reread things so I wouldn't miss some detail that would be super important. So again, that might be on me. and it's going to be easier to read the next time I try it, and I'm gonna be able to catch on more then. Otherwise, this book is just amazing. Like, I can't give it enough praise. It is really, really the best book I have ever read. So, some additional points. Just, I know I've said this a million times already, but it's definitely worth the read. It's worth the time to read it. Even if you can only read like a chapter or two a day, like just try it. It is good. It is worth it. They are making a movie about Dune this year, 2021. Personally, I'm not excited about that because how are you going to fit an 800-page book into an hour and a half or 2 hours? I, I, I really am hesitant on if I'm going to even want to go see that movie, because once you put that visual image, you just destroys everything that you've created in your own mind for how this world should look. So I may or may not watch it. I am not entirely sure, but I'm very skeptical because I don't see how you can put the detail and time that this book needs and deserves into a movie that's only an hour and a half or 2 hours. I will be reading the next book in the series, but it is not my next on my reading list because I have been loaned several books by family and friends that they want me to read and they want me to review. So I will be reading the next book in the Dune series, but not right now. Right now, what I'm reading is Asylum by Madeleine Roux. This is one of 3 books. I have the series right here. It's hard to see, but yeah, there's Catacomb and Sanctum, book 2 and 3. And I have just started this book today, and I'm already like 70 pages in. It seems to be a very quick read, so I should be getting through this book very quickly, and I'll be doing a video on it, and then I'll be reading the second and third, doing videos on those as well. I expect them to be, all 3 of them, to be reviewed within the week because they are very quick reads. So far, is what I can tell. So I will be posting a link in the description to both Dune and to Asylum, and that way if you want to get them off Amazon or wherever, then you can read along with me. Or with Dune, if you like science fiction and you don't mind putting in the time to read a good amount of pages a day, definitely worth it. I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. I really can't. So just 100%. If you even think you might like it, get it. You can get it. You can get it paperback. You can get the 3-book set like I have, or you can get Kindle. You can get Kindle and everything. But definitely worth the read if you have the time. And with that, I'm going to end this video, and I will see you next time reviewing Asylum. I'm Jordan, and this is Jordan Reviews It All.